All right, let's talk about this. The Queen has COVID. They say they don't. Do you give a fuck about the Queen of England?
No.
I feel like you have some sort of a respect for the older generational wealth. I feel like
I like the
your
younger
family,
royals.
do you have a Newport mansion?
I want her to die.
Yes. So do I. Yes, Francis.
I'm ready for a new face.
Fuck the Queen.
I think it'd be cool for a Western democracy like England to have a king. Think about that. When was the last time we had like a normal country that had a king? I mean, I'm sure they're like, I don't know, whatever. Norway has a king or wherever, but dude, England to have a king,
I'm
to
sure
return
Norway
to a patriarchy, even if it's just in ceremony only.
Yeah.
God Save the King. I like the ring of that. Sounds medieval, as opposed to God Save the Queen.
I'll give you this. I was raised, there's an expression in Ireland where we say fuck the Queen. And we say it all the time. It's actually part of songs and stuff. People remake songs and they'll go, by a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. And then you'll go, fuck the Queen.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole...
So you're from...
It's a call and response.
What part are you from in
I'm from
Ireland?
Dublin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're from Ireland
raised
proper.
with just a, almost playful fuck the royal family type of a thing.
Sure. But an actual hatred of...
Yeah, we do hate them. But
England.
it's like you sort of do it playfully, but it is true. It's like when you playfully call someone fat who is fat, and you're saying it to hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, fatty. I'm joking around, but it's like, that's like the Queen. We're like, fuck the royal family, fuck the Brits.
How do you feel about Northern Ireland?
There is no Northern Ireland. There's only Ireland. All right, and one day we will get our freedom. Chucky our law, up the ra.
Wow.
Can I get an up the ra into the camera?
What's up the ra?
Just say up the ra into the camera, and I'll tell you afterwards. Up the ra, up the ra,
up the ra.
Great. Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah. You nailed it. Up the ra. The RA is the IRA, the Irish Republican Army, our terrorist organization.
Of course.
Yeah, so you just gave some support to the RA.
But
so that means you're safe now in Ireland if you ever go there. They'll like you. They'll respect you.
It's not been too bad lately.
No.
It's been peaceful for a while. I read the book.
Okay. Which book?
There was a very good book about the Troubles.
Yeah. Well, the Troubles was tough. Also, the Troubles was a few hours from me, so it's like I didn't grow up with it. So people ask me a lot.
Yeah.
Someone asked me recently to go and do their podcast and talk about like the Troubles, and I was like, you're better off just reading it on Wikipedia. I don't know.
The book's called I think it's called Don't Say Nothing. Can you look that up?
Don't say nothing. With no G. Don't say nothing.
No.
Oh, that would have been nice.
Is it Don't Say Nothing?
Say Nothing.
Say Nothing. It's good. It does a very good, detailed sort of accounting of the Troubles, mostly through the second half of the 20th century.
Yeah,
and it's all about those sisters. Do you know about them?
No, I actually don't.
That one that started the hunger strike.
The sister started it?
Yeah. They were sort of the leaders or major faces of a lot of the...
Really? Well, I know
resistance.
Bobby Sands and a lot of the other...
All those people.
A lot of the other hunger strikers, for sure. Bobby Sands became the face of it, I guess. The face of that movement. Yeah. Well, it's tough, but listen, where I grew up, there's no real animosity, I don't think. Personally, it's like it's instilled in you to hate the English from generational stuff, but like up... in the north of Ireland, where they never got their freedom, so then they had just years and years of fucking civil war unrest. It does make sense to grow up when you have a foreign person occupying your land, and then they're also mistreating you. You know, imagine if the hatred everyone has for the cops over here. Imagine if they're also foreign fucking people. So it does make sense to be raised hating these people, because it's not like they were nice. But then eventually they got like the peace treaty. They had but like they still have a Protestant versus Catholic thing going on up there.
I've been to both Ireland and Northern Ireland.
Just Ireland. We don't.
Is it really bad to say that to somebody from Ireland?
I don't give a fuck, but I do.
But I've had people. It's a united. I know. Nations recognized sovereign country.
Yeah, you got to be real cunty to really give a fuck about it. I think, but there are Irish people who be like, it's not Northern Ireland. It's just Ireland.
It flies under the flag of England.
I'm aware of that.
Kingdom.
Yeah, but Ireland
they use British pounds and all that.
I'm aware, but the people.
You want me to keep mansplaining?
I know, but that's
country
but like, you're telling to the people at home. All we gotta do is say, up the rat, fuck the queen. I hope she dies. I wonder if, like, everyone says she died like a fucking year ago. Also,
is that a conspiracy theory?
I don't know. She's been fucking. They're just waiting for the right time. They just when they really need her to die. They're gonna have a king. We'll say fuck the king.
Yeah, but this is the other thing.
I think they'll be done though. I think once the queen is gone, I think the younger generations aren't buying into the patriarchy bullshit anymore. They're not, or not patriarchy.
Well, it's just
monarchy.
There's no power behind the royalty, but there is still a great amount of symbolism and pride.
I love it. Like I love the idea of monarchy.
Well, the British royal family is their Kardashians.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah.
They crushed it.
And
they turned their back on all their cousins and stuff. A lot of their cousins were like losing countries, and they're like, "There's going to be an uprising here. Can you send help?" And they're like, "Nah, toodaloo, motherfucker."
I haven't liked this latest fracture where Harry and his wife have been.
But again, it's just survival.
Disavowed.
It's all about fucking survival. But it used to be survival about the family. Now it's just a personal thing, right?
Nobody talks about Middleton and William anymore.
Yeah,
and they're pretty good people.
They will.
Well, here's my question:
If he ever sees the, I don't know if he'll see it.
You don't think he'll be the king?
Maybe
he will.
If Charles
should abdicate.
And
Charles should abdicate.
So many people listen to this hate this right now. And that's
Charles should abdicate and then instill a little bit of youth and life into that old mausoleum.
But I think he's too old. They need to just skip him.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, you're saying they should skip Charles and go straight to
abdicate means relinquish the throne.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Did you ever see The King's Speech?
Yeah,
that's a great movie.
That is a good one.
So
I've watched all of them: The Crown, The King's Speech.
Colin Firth became the king because his brother, who was next in line, abdicated. He didn't want
that
the
American
throne.
pussy.
That's right.
She was divorced. I think that was the issue, was because she had already been divorced, so they wouldn't let him marry her. So he was like, "See ya," and then he turns out to be a Nazi. That guy.
Whoa, is that right?
Yeah,
didn't know that.
He was a Nazi. He was a big fan of Hitler. That's where most people, right? I think. No, I don't think people hated Hitler until like really after, and they kind of figured out that he was a real shithead.
That's not true.
No, he didn't they play a basketball game in America? I could be making this up, but didn't he come over to America with like a big team of people that I assume looked just like you, and then they played against some black guys and they got smoked in a basketball game?
I think.
Or is that like a cartoon that I just made up in my head?
I think you're thinking of the Olympics.
Yeah, the Olympics.
Jesse Owens.
Yeah. Jesse Owens was a black guy.
All of his, Hitler's Aryan athletes, and Hitler, from a scientific perspective, did not think that was possible. He just thought,
what?
Yeah, he thought the Aryans were the superior race. So
not physically.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
No, Hitler. You silly Billy. I thought maybe like let's have a debate or some sort of a fucking long division competition.
He truly believed that
Sudoku maybe. But like fucking athletics?
Yeah, and then Jesse Owens came in and basically just
wasn't even trying.
Did what that Penn swimmer did.
He was like a trans athlete. Yeah, he dominated.